From new mega evolutions to an overhauled battle system and the Z-A Royale, here's everything to know about Pokémon Legends Z-A. Pokémon Legends Z-A takes place in Lumio City, a pivotal location in the Kalos region, which was first introduced in the games Pokémon X and Y, and is based on Paris, France. You arrive there as a Pokémon trainer that gets recruited by Team MZ, a group of young trainers looking to protect Lumio City, led by Urbane or Tawny, depending on the choices you make when customizing your character. The rest of the team is composed of Naveen, an aspiring fashion designer, and Leader, a budding professional dancer. The opposing faction in the game is the Rust Syndicate, led by Corbeau. This is seemingly the group that is threatening the safety of Lumios, but details on it are sparse as of writing. However, the game story revolves around a redevelopment plan for the city orchestrated by Wizartico Inc., run by Jet and her assistant Vinny, and considering this group is called the Rust Syndicate, perhaps they're trying to interfere with such projects, or maybe they're even behind the scheme themselves, masking more nefarious intentions. Other characters in the game include Emma, a detective that enlists the help of Team MZ and is looking into the mystery of why some wild Pokemon are mega evolving on their own and going rogue. There's Mabel, the head of the Pokemon Research Lab, who will ask you to help fill out your Pokedex in return for rewards. And lastly, there's AZ, who is a huge character in the franchise's mythos with a dark past. 3,000 years before the events of Pokémon X and Y, there was a massive war between two undisclosed regions, with both sides utilizing Pokémon as fodder for the conflict. AZ built a machine to restore his beloved Pokémon Floette to life after it was enlisted for the conflict. However, he took things even further, turning the machine into a weapon that he used to wipe out both sides of the war. This weapon was powered with the life essence of Pokémon, and disgusted by his actions, Floette abandoned AZ. The use of the weapon also gave AZ an extended lifespan and also made him really tall. During Pokémon X and Y, Team Flare attempted to uncover the now hidden weapon to wipe out all life aside from themselves, and kidnapped AZ in order to locate it. However, the player ultimately thwarted their machinations. Remorseful for the terror that he unleashed upon the world, AZ is ultimately reunited with his Floette, which also had its lifespan extended thanks to the machine. And now the man is running the hotel in Lumios that Team MZ is operating out of. Wild stuff. Speaking of wild stuff, wild zones are a key feature of the game, areas that are segmented off from the larger expanse of Lumios and are filled with wild Pokemon. You can take one of 3 starter Pokemon, Chikorita, Tepig, or Totodile, into these spaces to battle and catch additional mons. Like Legends Arceus, you can toss a ball directly at a Pokemon to catch them without having to initiate a battle first. However, if a Pokemon retaliates, you can send out one of your own to tucker it out. Battles are where Z-A's biggest change to the Pokemon formula comes into play. For the first time in series history, Pokemon battles occur in real time rather than opponents taking turns. Definitely check out our biggest changes video to see how different moves have been modified to fit this new format. In general, moves have a cooldown, with different moves recharging with different speeds. During combat, Mega Orbs will be dropped, which you can then pick up to fill a meter. Once full, you can Mega Evolve some of your Pokemon, which ones we'll cover in our next section. While the meter will deplete over time once a Mega Evolution has occurred, if you continue to collect Mega Orbs, you can stave off your Pokemon devolving just a bit longer. At night, the Wild Zones are joined by Battle Zones and the Z-A Royale, where you battle other trainers to climb the ranks. You start out at rank Z and are aiming to reach rank A, hence the name of the competition and the game itself. Competing in battles will earn you ticket points, which can also be earned by completing certain objectives found on bonus tickets scattered around the zones. Once you've acquired enough, you'll be able to participate in a rank battle that, if you win, will upgrade you to the next rank. rank. Like traditional Pokemon games, if a trainer spots you, combat will begin, but you can actually sneak up on trainers and get in a first attack to start out a battle with the upper hand. As mentioned before, some wild Pokemon will Mega Evolve on their own, initiating a rogue Mega Evolution battle. Your allies and Team MZ will assist you in these battles, where you can Mega Evolve multiple times to help take them down. Multiplayer battles occur a little differently thanks to the new real-time combat. Up to 4 players, online or locally, can enter a battle, which has a time limit. The objective is to be the player that takes out the most Pokemon before the timer ends to win the battle. Aside from catching and battling other Pokemon and trainers, you'll be able to stop off at cafes that act as spots to heal your mons while in the various zones. There's also a ton of shops to buy new cosmetics for your character, which is much more of a focus in this title than in more recent entries in the series. Legends Z-A is bringing back arguably the best gimmick Pokemon has ever had, Mega Evolutions, from the X and Y titles. A bunch of Mega Evolutions in those games are returning, while Legends Z-A is adding some new ones as well. At the time of writing, 34 Mega Evolutions are coming back, with 9 new ones having been introduced. These are Mega Evolutions for Victreebel, Dragonite, Chestnut, Delphox, Greninja, Malamar, Hawlucha, and Raichu, which is getting both an X and Y Mega Evolution, and will be introduced in post-release DLC. Head to the link in the bio for the full list of Mega Evolutions available in the game. Pokémon Legends Z-A will release on October 16th for both the original Switch and Switch 2. For the former, it'll be priced at $60, and for the latter, $70. However, like with Mario Kart World, the game can be bought bundled in with Nintendo's new hardware if you have yet to pick up the new console for yourself, which will be $500, a $20 savings on the Switch 2 edition of the game. As previously mentioned, the game already has a $30 paid DLC announced. It's called Mega Dimension. It features the Raichu Mega Evolutions and the mythical Pokemon Hooper, with dimensional rifts opening all around Lumiose. The release for the DLC is a little bit weird. Nintendo considers it available on October 16th as well, but the only element that will be available at that time are 2 cosmetic items that are exclusive to the DLC. When it comes to the actual story content of the expansion, there is no firm release date. Players that buy the DLC before February 28th, 2026 will be able to nab a set of various Pokeballs, which they can claim via the mystery gift function until March 10 of next year. But that doesn't necessarily mean the actual story DLC will be available by that point. Nintendo just can't help but make this more complicated than it has to be, can it? And that's everything to know about Pokémon Legends Z-A. For more on the game, including that biggest changes video and our eventual review, stay right here on GameSpot.